This is day 1006 of the Arukh HaShulchan. If you'd like to sponsor a day or more of the Arukh HaShulchan, please contact me directly. It would be greatly appreciated. Today we're doing some tough rate Tzaddik Aleph, the Vav through Yud Aleph. Vav, customer Rabbeinu, but he says some base. It's Yuchamu B'Sofa. You have to have a what do you call it? It's an Eitz Chaim, a stick at the end. The whole brochure has to have blank space at the beginning. They'll keep a boat in order to envelop the Megillah, wrap around it. We don't make a stick at the end of the Megillah. Why it's minhag is not to have a stick. The Gra seems to be mefakbek on this. That's what Mishabura says. Anyway, I took us up a hefech. The Torah writes the opposite. You put the stick at the beginning of a cholak, but so fine you leave it smooth at the end. In order to wrap it around like a Sefer Torah. I would say it's not exactly a Sefer Torah. Sefer Torah is it has to have two Atzei Chaim. Because you read it frequently. But no, in the V'ing Ksum, it's enough to have one stick. Kisa or Kandabah Basar. Upshita is lo adifa Megillah in the V'ing Ksum. Megillah is no better than the V'ing Ksum. It doesn't have to have Daimud Echad. It's sufficient to have one. The Gemara says that the Amud is at the beginning. People have difficulty with this because and they say the opposite. That the stick is at the end. And that's primary. Because it's wrapped to the beginning. How can the Amud be at the beginning if it's wrapped to the beginning? In other words, the beginning is the outer layer. You make a stick on at the end, and you wrap it on the stick from the end to the beginning. You make a stick and on the sefer at the end, the Torah mikan. And I guess for the Torah, you do it on two sides. That's why it's a sefer other than the Sefer Torah. So you wind it so that its beginning is on the outside, and the Torah you wind to the middle. The bracket says here, different things to him, but Basra Sham, the Divra Rush, him Pergim with the Yodayim, I think it's up Shama Rash, Lachay Russell Pergam the Basra, Kasser Gears of the Mub Sofa. He writes that the gears in the Gemara should be that the stick is at the end. Arif Gores Kirashi. The Gores the Chilasu Nigal. He says actually that you start wrapping at the beginning, which is not what we do. Chilasu and not to the beginning. Ken Arif Rashi, the stick is at the beginning. So that's a maybe. I guess the minhag many people had not to make a stick at all. We don't know where to make the stick. I think all Megillas have a stick at the end. The Mishnah says that there's a minhag not to make a stick at the end, but to leave smooth at the beginning, obviously, in order to wrap around. But he says the minhag is not that's what doesn't make an amud. We don't know where to make the stick. Funny is that also it seems to me says doesn't mention the stick in the Megillah. Like b'sharei svarim, only another svarim. So they come up with sharei svarim negative Sefer Torah fisha ein kriyas and tadir and smatu b'amud, and holds that other svarim relative to the Sefer Torah, since you don't read them as frequently, they have one less amud. Megillah, which is only read once a year, ain't tzarich amud klal. We have even one less amud, which means zero amudim. Meir Yisharim Asher Asu Amud Megillah. There's Yisharim why they make a stick in the Megillah. Because they learned an occasion when there was no printing press. It says post us Shirag Pam Achas B'Shon. It's only one time here. Ain't Tzarich Amud Klal. So that's what we call an Amud. All the Duk. The nearly Ain't Tzarich Yirim Yishlosh Adapni. Also, each section of the parchment doesn't have to have 3 columns of writing on it. And equates together because it's called a letter. Instead of Seivim Bergimel ain't Pochsim B'Torah Pochsim Yishlosh Adapni. Like with Torah, so but Torah we have that restriction. Ches. Assess me how much it's a cost from Kashira. The 10 sons of Ham you have to be writing like Kashira means 2 columns in the column. Tachas ksav ksav tachas chalk, not like the Shivas Hayam where it's like bricks. And Meil chalk ben ksav ksav, but like Hazinu, where you leave a blank between columns. You don't want to be solid like a brick. You want to be able to not fall and topple over. Building structure is built, a part of it at the top of a wall, and part of it at the end of the wall, and in the middle it's smooth. Male boat's going to fall. Not sure exactly how to depict that in my mind's eye, but the bottom line is thin, narrow columns will fall. Don't do this. Megillah is possible. And the way it works, you write a word at the beginning of the line, and a word at the end of the line, and in the middle it's open. I guess that's what it means. Barosh Kaisel means on one side, Sof Kaisel means the other side, and middle it's nothing standing there. But Omer, Sham, the topic of Ish, the Reish, the Ish has to be at the top of the page. The S, the Sefer, and the S at the bottom of the page. Charcha, Pashandasa, Broshita, and then the names. Pashandasa at the beginning of the line, the S, Besofa, S at the end of the line, Chekulam. So to all them, Ad Vaizasa until Vaizasa. Vaizasa, because we could say Vaizasa. Barosh, Vaizasa at the beginning of the line, Vaseres at the end of the line. You have to extend above Vaizasa. Gam Ksivosol Aricho. I don't know. Vaizasa, I guess. Vaizasa, and also to write it long, it's a large letter. Mishnah Berurah says, if you do not extend above Vaizasa, in Mishpansky it's kosher. He says the extend above means to extend down the to stretch it's a curved head and it'll be as if it's straight. The Sharatin says that we don't do this, but like those that say that the vav should be large, like a large vav, not that there's some special kind of shape. Okay, I see. I read it wrong. So Roshan said, also writing it to make it longer. Also to extend the way you read it. And that's a minute to saying, also, I guess. So according to this, there are 11 lines. The Hema Hayu Asora, there were 10 sons of Vasev Ish. And beside you had Ish, Vaseres, and the word Aseres, V'chein, before Shemisham, that's explicitly Yerushalmi. Test, V'day, you should know, Shabam Ksibasam, Rav Sam Achloikes. This is a big Machloikes. The Avush Kasad Ish, Tzorech Lios Barosh Hadaf, Aseres B'sof Hadaf, like we just learned. You should begin Aseres at the end. Klomar Lo Levad, Barosh Hashit, B'sof Shit, not just the beginning of the line, the end of the line, and Barosh Hadaf, B'sof Hadaf, the beginning of the column, the end of the column. She's Pashtuk, Kola Amud. So the assessment should extend on the entire column. Looked up Amud Hazez Lo, so I'm not writing anything else in this column. I feel they have even one other word. Zersham Yerushalmi Ish Bereish Tapa. That's Besofa. From Besofa Daf Mamish. It's literally the end of at the end of the page. Ish Kazim Lo Sakim Pasul. The Rabbis and the name says it's possible. Don't do it. They exaggerated in this sense. I've seen Megillas in which it's not the entire Amud. Variety, Rishan Bergen Megillah Omer Mikolim says previously Mikolim Dinksi Basa. Before it says that right Kasa, Ksava Gabi Ksav, writing at that writing being clock between them blank. But Hashem says that the Imloa so came Sula. It says you don't do that puzzle. Haramar Din Zed Ish Rosh Tapa Bes Besofa. And it says Ish at the beginning of the page and S Besofa. They don't make also came puzzle. Doesn't say you don't do it, it's puzzle. Came Perku Gimel. Himself Sofim. That's the seems way it's brought down in Pergilim. Himself Sofim Shmam doesn't say in the Kuva, so it means it's not an impediment to the Kashas of the Megillah. Yud Amnam Yesh and the Mikar Davatosu. Somebody it's a mistake altogether. The end of Kavanah Sofa Dafo. So Mashita doesn't mean the end of the page, it means the end of the line. delocated because of that. You're gonna have to make the letters very, very large, which is what happens on Megillas nowadays. And that includes said to be the large letters in the list thereof. It says ish the beginning of the page and v'es at the end of the page, but it doesn't mean the Mechon Seres, which is the end, at the end of our page. Says so it's a clock. So therefore works out very simply. The ish barosh dapa mamish barosh hadaf uvarosh hashita. Ish is the beginning of the page and the beginning of the line. V'es b'sof hashita, and es is at the end of the line, not the end of the page. Now Seres Luis Kakadas. I'm sorry. Went back. The S of Shishi became Kulam, so too, etc. Achel Sechet Soifim, this guy that says Besoifa Dapa, but Mesach does say Aseres in the page. But come on, Sof Shita, that means at the end of the line, or this adds one weekly Sofa Dapa in Roch Vishal Daf, or that means the end of the column because that's as far as the column extends. He says in brackets, Zentor, Kushas, Chayot, and whatever the mass is resolved by this. That seems to be Zarua because she saw Pergav because Ish Barosh Shita, Ish at the beginning of the line, S Besova Shita, S at the end of the line, the Shem al Shem, name on top of name, the S al S, and the word S on top of the word the S. Let's kill clock that says Besova. They don't mention all the 10 at the end of the page because the question Elo Yesh Piske. No. If they costing Ela, you'd have Piske, according to write these 11 snippets. You'd have Shitin 11 lines, Smuggle Zelazeh, adjacent to each other, but it's close. Just like any other letter. Any other letters. The Vav, Vav, the Vaizos, except for the Vaizos, who Vav Rabasi, which is a large Vav. Chakachito, also Amud, Shar, Megillah, and the rest you continue, right in the same Amud. The rest of the Megillah. Musaras Megillah, Esther Yesh, who we quoting here? That goes to Shwi. No, there's a new quote. Misaras Megillas, it's Esther Yesh, then I guess Misara had to write it. Ish Barosh Hadaf, says Sofa Daf, Sofa Amud, Hakam Shana. So there it's pretty explicit. Harei Lahedja says Sofa Amud, so it's the end of the column. Chen Yesh Yishman, then Tzich Chil Ish Barosh Hadaf. According to this, it's the opposite. You don't have to start Ish at the top of the page. At the top of this column, you can write several psukim for the preceding psukim in the Megillah. B'sofa, and the end, my Shul Sharag Yab Shura, so only 11 lines left in the columm. Kaisin Ish Barosh Shura, write Ish begin line, says of Daf, and says in the Daf, and that is the Chayram named the Gra. Rav, oh, now my minakalavush, so we do it as a page. That seems explicit. Goes high, so why all this says name on illuminated as large letters? Anyways, the low down Mishag goes Kunshabam, so it's not like other large letters. Dasim Yesh, so Bigadlus O's, there's a secret. Profound reason why the letter is big. Mashakin kind of supposed to hear the Gulasum and Etzimos, they're largest not because of the letter itself, Shitos, it's because of the lines. In order to justify the page. Shiv Shabinach is not possible any other way. Melakim and the Nimsar, the Ish, Barosh, Dapos, it's given over to us that Ish is the top of the page. Vaseres Besof, Dapa, and that says the end page. Mela have a Kimsera, it's automatically comes out to be Masora that it's big letters. Shiv Shabinach is not possible any other way. The Mr. Shad says you write each letter. Lengthen it so it should take up several lines as necessary. You should not write them too coarse. More the other letters in Megillah. In other words, they should be proportional. The same writing, but they should be longer. Yerushalmi doesn't prove anything. Doesn't mention Aseres. Miyako point nevertheless came which Amra Ish Barosh Tapa says Ish at the top of the page, Masha Barosh Daf Mamish sounds like literally top of the page. It came which Mesech Seifim Mesoy de Esther and since the Mesech Seifim and the Mesoy of Esther. Then Aseres Beso Sof Dapa, it says Aseres at the end of the page. Melchenu, that's what we do. Yesh Chosing Am Yerushalmi Aseres Besof Dapa. Some people even have that case in Yerushalmi. Aseres at the end of the page. That's therefore what we should do preferably. Only write the 10 tzadon on that in that column. The ish show ish at the top, aseres b'sofo, and aseres at the end. Chenkos ab echa gdolim. Chayodam, not I guess the name of the gra, and not as well goes. Seems to say the same thing. Shalatiyam brings both opinions. It says that if you started ish in the middle of a column, even though it's not the minig olam, but the ever you're allowed to read and make a bracha, since the gra says you can do simul chatchila. And also, it says Mishmor, if you wrote after aseres other words in the column, it's kosher, something a machmir. Shar Ephraim says if there's another Megillah which written properly, don't read this chatchila b'tzibur unless there's a difficulty with tzibur to wait till you bring the other Megillah. I don't know why he doesn't bring down the Tuf Shin and Zayin, which are Osias Knanos in the Ses B'Yaman. I don't think he brings down the Ches and the Saf, which are the Osias girls elsewhere in the Megillah either. I'm not sure why it was civilly by Vaisasa, because there's this idea to be Marach B'Kriya, not just to Marach and Ksiva. I don't see he doesn't bring it down. Okay. Doesn't bring it down. I think we finished. Yeah.